The opinions expressed in the following program are that of the host and our guests. They do not necessarily reflect the opinions of CWC Entertainment Group LLC, its affiliates, or any employee thereof.
Yeah. I might make a want to. Come on, welcome to the Vincent radio show. They do it big, y'all. Big music, laugh, there's so much more. Hey, keep it here, y'all.
Syndicated and award-winning, this is the VTRS, the Vincent radio show. It's your main man, Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, and I'm on my solo creek this time around as the rest of the crew are all out on vacation for spring break. This episode is less talk, more music, as I got all your favorite hits, your entertainment and news updates, and a few VTRS throwback clips to remind you why we're the best at what we do. Let's kick it off right here with New Freezer, Rich the Kid, Kendrick Lamar. This is the VTRS.
Hey! Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
VTRS, Vincent Radio Show. Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, Ramon, Charity E, and also from the stars of Stolen Virginity. It's Juanita Willis and Sophia Knowlton. So I had someone hit me up on my fan page, facebook.com/IamHeartbreak. And there's this, I was gonna say white guy, but it doesn't matter what race he is. I'm gonna just say white guy anyway.
Sometimes it does. Don't throw that out there.
Okay, we will. Cause how he started off this email is kind of corny, so I guess it is probably good to know he's white. He said, "Hey Heartbreak, this is Evan out of LA. Get it? Heartbreak LA? I rhymed." I just kept going. He said, "So I've been with my girlfriend for about 18 months and we've only had sex 4 times. Whenever I ask her, she always says she's tired or has a headache. We have so much in common. She's like my best friend, but when it comes to sex, it's just totally different. I want to stay with her and eventually get married. But I met another girl at a house party and we clicked. We're going to meet up for lunch next week. What should I do?"
First of all, if she's sick, always saying she's tired, she probably tired from the last dude that been blowing her
right.
back.
It's somebody else that's making her tired.
So Juanita, y'all agree that there's probably another guy in the picture?
I would agree that it's another dude in the picture, because there is no way you have a boyfriend that you already had sex with, and if you at the boyfriend stage and y'all already had sex, the marriage ain't gonna, marrying her ain't gonna get any better. You know what I'm saying? She definitely messing with somebody else. In my book,
4 times in 18 months.
Is she black?
If you ain't celibate
and she's black, that's got a lot to do with it, probably.
So I needed to ask him if she was black.
Yeah. It's not gonna work.
But if she white, then that mean he must be really down. You must be really, or she don't like it.
that means she don't got some of that
because he got benefits or something.
Got that 401k and them stock options.
So this girl that he met at the house party he's going to lunch with, he should go ahead and proceed with that and leave his girlfriend alone?
Yes.
I feel like he should first leave the girlfriend alone and then pursue the girl he liked.
Juanita, you agree?
4 times in 18 months. And the fact that he could actually count how many times that was that day.
Yeah, I wonder if it was like spaced out or was it like, you know.
Like 4 times.
It's not gonna work.
I don't know if I can walk around with blue balls every day, and I live with one.
I wonder, do they live together? I mean, that would be even worse.
Oh, you know what? Good point. They probably don't live together.
Yeah, if they live together, maybe they don't live together. They may not.
That's
even
still not an excuse.
Apparently, she's busy with another guy.
Right.
I need more details. I need more details on this situation.
Are you sure it's your girlfriend? Let's take it back. Let's take it all the way back.
That's your friend.
Evan, I need you to
associate.
I need you to message me back. I need to know that y'all actually had a commitment conversation and y'all consented from both parties. I need to know, because now I'm questioning. I don't know if y'all are even really in a relationship, because there is another guy. I'm sorry.
It's probably a couple people.
Oh man.
You said probably a couple people. Oh my God.
Ain't no way four times in 18 months and y'all already did it. That's just no.
But I feel sorry for the dude because obviously this isn't the only 4 times that she's had sex. The only 4 times he's had sex with in the last 18 months. But obviously he really likes her and he really cares about her.
Yeah.
And I feel sorry for him, but you might want to go ahead and go out on a date with the other girl, man.
Okay. And
Go get the other girl.
okay. So Evan from LA, Juanita and Sophia agree that you should go with the other girl. Leave the other girl alone.
Yeah.
But I would like to know, A, is she black? And B, was there ever really a commitment conversation? Because there was a commitment conversation. Y'all only had sex 4 times. You're horrible, my G.
You in LA too. I'm just gonna say that. Just saying, it's a lot of free spirits out there. Just saying. That's it, Evan.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Listen up. That's something y'all ain't gonna believe. This is it, man. You ready?
Heartbreak.
Syndicated and award-winning, this is the Vincent Tucker Radio Show. Vincent Heartbreak Tucker here, and this is your VTRS headline news. A Parkland, Florida student and gun control activist David Hogg is out there speaking the good truth and properly using his white privilege. The 17-year-old is calling out the media's disinterest with highlighting the voices of his black classmates at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. The day before the March for Our Lives rally in D.C., during a gun control debate, David was asked what was the biggest mistake the media had made since the tragic school shooting that left 17 people dead. Davis responded with, not giving black students a voice. My school is about 25% black, but by the way we're covered, it doesn't reflect that. There have been plenty of people that have called out the media's double standard when it comes to embracing the mostly white young faces from the hashtag Never Again movement compared to demonizing and undermining African American activists and the Black Lives Matter movement. Hopefully, the media and the rest of the country are paying attention to what David Hogg has said. Let's see if anything changes. Precise Tucker, a 7-year-old from Queens, New York, choked to death in her kitchen after pulling a prank on her mother. The young girl reportedly had a history of playing tricks on her family that involved, quote-unquote, her being physically injured or appearing to be deceased. According to the New York Daily News, Precise reportedly tied a bathrobe belt around her neck and fastened the other end to a refrigerator handle, then pretended to choke in an attempt to scare her mother, named Purity Baldwin. Her mother was unfazed by the prank and left the young girl in the kitchen. Minutes later, 7-year-old Precise's older brother noticed that his sister was choking after eating Doritos and ran to get help. Precise was taken to the hospital where she was declared brain dead. Last but not least, a man has been awarded $1 million after spending 31 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit. In 1978, Lawrence McKinney was found guilty of rape and burglary in Tennessee. Despite continuously maintaining his innocence, McKinney remained in prison for 32 years. It wasn't until 2009 at the age of 52 that McKinney got a chance to breathe fresh air as a free man. McKinney was granted his freedom after DNA evidence cleared him of the crimes he had been accused of. Nashville attorney David Rabin, who had represented McKinney for the last 6 years, says the $1 million compensation and his freedom had been a long-fought battle. McKinney received $353,000 up front, which went to cover lawyer fees and other legal costs. He will then receive $3,500 each month for the next 10 years. Should McKinney die within a decade, his wife or his estate will be able to collect the checks. The $1 million compensation is the maximum amount to be awarded by the state of Tennessee. I'm Vincent Heartbreak Tucker, and this is your VTRS Headline News.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music. You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you with their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music, all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
All right, so one got to go. I'm gonna name 4 things, and depending on what you pick to go, it's either eliminate it or alters history. All right, so here are the choices: House Party, Friday, Barbershop, and Bad Boys. Barbershop. Why is Barbershop gotta go, yo?
Said that kind of quick, cause
Okay.
is it cause you don't have no hair to get
why does Barbershop get the chop so quick?
I'm gonna use Vincent's logic. Because I didn't grow up watching Barbershop. So that's gotta go. Now, I think, first of all, for Bad Boys, like, there had never been 2 black buddy cop leads. Ever. I think I saw Will Smith's IMDb page. They're making a 3rd and a 4th one.
They should not do that.
They are.
I think they should leave it alone.
The 3rd is coming.
It's on the way.
I think they better let it go.
Friday, Friday has so many quotable lines, like, bye Felicia, just gotta,
life.
brought back into life,
Yeah,
so,
something that was like a minor line in that film.
Very.
It's become a very big deal, like 10, 15 years later.
Exactly. And, I don't know, House Party, I gotta keep House Party because, one of the first times you saw a light-skinned dude be the romantic and the love interest in the story. So I had to keep that.
And his hot top fade was so pristine.
So pristine. I mean, just crisp.
Yeah.
Forever, always. If you don't have barbershop, does that mean you don't have beauty shop?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the point Yellowstone trying to make.
I think that's where he's going with that.
Oh well.
You don't seem too heartbroken.
Deuces.
I'm gonna go with Bad Boys.
Bye, Felicia.
Wow, what ace word.
Wow.
Okay, why Bad Boys?
I don't know, cause I couldn't pick, so I just said any, mini, money on my head.
She ain't got no love for Mike Lowry.
I like all those movies, so that was a difficult one. But if I had to pick one, that's the one that won in the toss-up.
Will Smith didn't do it for you as a
Your shirt open.
No, because he didn't ever take me up on any of my baby oil and
Sound
job.
personal.
Keena, you were all in high school in the 90s. I'm sure, hopefully no one took you on your...
Was you in high school in 95?
Yeah.
Or middle school?
What are you trying to say right now?
I'm sorry, I wasn't. So I was.
Oh yeah, she was in freshman.
I was still in elementary school.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was in 5th grade.
Wow.
Or 4th grade. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop. All right, you bad boy. Why you looking like
You
that?
wonder why you got curved. Don't come for me.
But Vincent like older women too.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going with Bad Boy.
This is a hard one, man, because
Like, you wouldn't have Tisha Campbell without House Party.
I don't know. She was in school days.
And you're not even supposed to do that on the radio, but
You wouldn't have Martin if you without
House Party.
He was in
yeah.
Do the Right Thing.
So does that mean you wouldn't have Bad Boys?
If you didn't have House Party, I mean, we don't know. Because I mean, we don't know the trajectory of his career. How that would have went after Do the Right
So
Thing.
which one are you picking?
I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at her like she was looking at Vincent. Don't come for me. I'm gonna go with Barbershop, man. That's a difficult decision because that's like, to me, that was like one of Ice Cube's best movies. But I gotta, on that list, House Party is such a classic. Friday is such a classic. Bad Boys is, the first time we ever seen a film with 2 black leads being action heroes like that. So I don't think we can really get rid of that.
Can you quote a line from Barbershop?
Yeah. Man, Jesse Jackson.
Don't get him started.
Fair enough.
Central entertainment character in that movie is Ramon.
But he's like the only quotable character from the movie.
Oh boy, you could have some barbershop stands come for you now.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit her black ass down.
I hate it when he said that though. I was like, come on man, let Rosa make it, man. Let us have Rosa Parks.
Martin Luther King was it? Oh. I can't say that either.
That hurt my heart when I found out Martin was running through them white girls. That hurt my heart.
That's the only reason he fought for civil rights.
He was Vincent. He was trying to get to the mountaintop,
so
bro.
That swirl life.
Trying to get to the mountaintop.
He was trying to find him a Becky. I can't blame him, man.
How you gonna get to the mountaintop without?
He wanted a Becky with good hair.
He understood them, so he trying to build bridges through his penis.
Bring us all together.
House Party Friday, Barbershop Bad Boys. I'm going to pick Barbershop to go. Only because
you didn't grow up.
I already gave your answer. I already gave your answer.
You didn't grow up.
Because House Party, Kid and Play was like my favorite growing up.
And you enjoyed that dark lead.
We thought he was Play back in the day.
And Tisha Campbell was my first crush. I was like 6 or 7 when that movie came out, or 8 or 5. I don't know when it came out. But anyway, Tisha Campbell was my first crush. Mm-hmm. First wet dream was Tisha. I shouldn't even. Alright.
What?
Yes.
Let's just end this right now.
And you're sitting next to him. Didn't
House
you shake
Party
his hand when he came in?
Friday, Barbershop Bad Boys.
Did you come late?
Pretty sure you wiped it on you first.
Pick one to go. Hashtag VTRS on social media platforms. Be right back.
Too much information.
Way too much information. Fix it, Jesus.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Real quick, if I haven't said it enough, on behalf of the crew, we truly do appreciate everyone who has ever listened to the broadcast, shared one of our social media posts, retweeted us, credit the word, whatever you've done to help us grow. We are nothing without the people, and we understand that and we appreciate that. And as we truck along in our 11th year of existence, just know we plan on building on a 2017 that was successful with an even bigger 2018. Hey, whatever's on your mind, let me know. Tweet the show right now, VTRS Online on the Twitter joint, or VTRS Online on Instagram, and I'll get back with you. Let's go. That was Brenda, Letitia, Linda, Felicia. Man, that was a classic. What They Really Want by DMX featuring Cisco. I remember when that joint first dropped, and I was in high school. I think I was in like 9th grade. Man, you was the man if you knew all the names DMX named in that second verse. Hey man, speaking of taking it back, I got a VTRS throwback clip for you in less than 3 minutes. Here's Offset and Metro Boomin with Ric Flair Drip. Woo! Hashtag Wakanda forever. If you haven't heard by now, Ryan Coogler's hit film Black Panther is officially the top grossing superhero film in North America of all time, as it passes the mark set by fellow Marvel film The Avengers back in 2012, which grossed around $623 million. On a global level, Black Panther has raked in a whopping $1.2 billion in ticket sales, surpassing Iron Man 3 to rank as the number 3rd superhero title of all time at the box office worldwide, behind The Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. On top of that, Black Panther is the 12th biggest money-making film ever. For a movie that came out in mid-February, Black Panther is still burning it up on the weekly box office charts and looks to be around for a while. And so to show our love to the hit movie and to the few of you out there who haven't seen it yet, let's throw it back to our interview with the star of Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, that we did recently on the VTRS. Wakanda Forever, throwback clip, Chadwick Boseman, let's go.
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
Syndicated and award-winning and syndicated. This is the VTRS, the Vincent Tucker Radio Show, and the most anticipated film is here. Black Panther, the 2018 superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name, is finally here. And on the line with me is Chadwick Boseman, aka T'Challa, aka Black Panther. This film is so important to the black community. It's not just a black film. Let me take that back. It is a film for everyone. It just stars black people, but I believe people of all cultures and backgrounds, religions, and all that extra stuff will appreciate and love this film. So let's get to it. Here's Chadwick Boseman on the VTRS.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
So you play the character T'Challa, aka the Black Panther. Set it up for us. How is your character introduced, and what are some of the struggles for your character to begin the movie?
My father was killed in Civil War. I have to now return to Wakanda, a place that there's unrest now because they lost their ruler, and I have to take on the throne. And the question is, should I take on the throne if I could not protect my father?
So when you land the role as T'Challa, aka the Black Panther, and you get your script, what was your approach to this film as opposed to some of the other iconic roles that you played, including Jackie Robinson or Thurgood Marshall or James Brown or anything like that?
There's no change in terms of conflicts. All those characters, very conflicted. And I would actually say that those characters inform T'Challa, because although it's a different experience, the silence and the ability to endure opposition is very much a Jackie Robinson. And being a boss is very much a James Brown. T'Challa can relate to them in a certain way. Although they are isolated, there's a bit of Africa that, we as Americans have pulled that through our experience here.
So for people who go see this highly anticipated film in theaters, what kind of ride will Black Panther take them on?
All of the emotions, from laughing to crying, you're doing all of it. Angry, fearful, it's all there. It's a completely full experience.
Black Panther, starring Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan, Lupita, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker, and more, is in theaters right now.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show. Playing today's best music.
Imagine if I never met the broskies. God's plan.
Maybe the night that my tears might let me know all the stars are
That's on Tommy Campos. We live like Sopranos, and I walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Walk it.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station.
DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio.
Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you. With their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Syndicated and award-winning, this is the VTRS, the Vince Tucker Radio Show. Vincent Heartbreak Tucker here, and if you're just tuning in, it's your boy here on my solo creep as the crew is all out for our spring break, or should I say their spring break, because I'm still here working. In this hour, we'll keep the hits coming, and I got the latest in the entertainment world with the good, the bad, and the ugly, plus a few VTRS throwback clips to remind you that we're the best at what we do. Here's Migos and Drake with Walk It, Talk It. Keep it locked. VTRS.
Yeah. Whoa. Hold on. Walk it like
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
Just keep on lying. Damn.
Hello, guys. Good morning. This is Charity E. I missed a little intro because I was a little late today. I was with Man. Wasn't with Man.
Are we supposed to say congratulations?
I wasn't with Man.
I wasn't with. That's today. Somebody lying.
Wasn't with
Right.
Man.
That's cold.
Is that why you all
Okay.
smiling? We see all your teeth this morning.
No. Anyways, so let me
Got a
give
new
y'all
toothbrush?
a
Right.
backstory on this somebody line.
You brush your
I have
tongue.
a really good friend, and she's kind of like is it like a serial dater, but she always has a boyfriend. Since I've known her, which is like my whole life.
Serial dater.
I don't know if that's like a serial relationship. Like she always has to have a boyfriend.
Okay, got you. Okay.
Like a serial monogamous.
Yeah, it's like she can't go without it.
Right.
So recently, she was with this guy for like 2 years, right? So a weekend came along. I mean, they started fighting and stuff, so they broke up. apparently a guy that she works with, he told her, you know, I've always been in love with you.
Wait a minute.
I really want to be with you. Like, gave her no options pretty much and was like, either we're going to be together or nothing's going to happen.
Wow, you ready to risk it all?
Right. But she had just broke up with her boyfriend.
That's a risk, Vincent. You're identifying risk. That's a risk.
Now you know what a risk is. So, I mean, she was like, okay, I guess I'll be with him. So they hook up within a week that, you know, she's been not with the old guy, but with, you know, the new guy. So she calls me one night. I want to say it was like 12:30. And she was like, Charity, I feel so bad. She's crying at this point. I was like, what do you mean? Like, first of all, what's going on? She was like, so we were hooking up and I accidentally said my ex-boyfriend's name.
Ooh.
But I wasn't thinking about him. I really wasn't. It just came out.
Yeah, it like, naturally came out.
So I was like, wait a minute. Somebody lying. How you going to say somebody's name and say you wasn't thinking about them?
How long they been together? How long
they were together like 2 years.
Yeah.
And it just happened? Like it was just right after?
It was a week in between.
They only a week out the relationship. Yeah, I can see that.
So you think she really wasn't thinking about him or it accidentally came out?
No.
I want you to
about it. Right.
I want that's why it accidentally came out.
I want you to understand something right now. You're talking to people who have done this before. That's why they're defending it.
Uh-oh. So y'all have all done this?
No.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Ramon.
I know I have.
Ramon.
I have never said the wrong name.
Look me in my face right now and tell me that you've never ever said the.
I've never said the wrong name.
Ever.
Why
not even a mumble, not even a.
No.
Nickname?
Right. That's why I don't like.
That's what it is. Nickname. It's a nickname.
That's why I don't like men to call me baby. Like, no.
Why?
Because that's such a.
It's a cop out.
Could be anybody.
Exactly. So I'm not your baby. Like, there's no meaning behind baby. No.
Well, and he says that, you know, to everybody.
Exactly. So no.
Just
Okay,
in case.
I can see that. I can see the argument. Okay.
No.
So Vincent, this happened to you.
So is it fair to say I don't like women to call me daddy because that's too low?
I think that's weird in general.
Okay. Hold on. What just happened?
Wait, why don't you like for them to call you daddy? What's the reasoning?
Same. There's no meaning behind it.
I think people who say they got daddy issues, honestly.
I heard that wrong.
No.
I think so. I would never call somebody like
That's what I'm
man I'm
thinking.
dating
That's just
daddy.
weird.
That's
Right.
weird.
It is.
Now, Poppy, on another hand,
What?
They mean
Especially
the
if
same
y'all don't
thing.
have any kids together.
They mean the same thing.
That means
That
he
ain't
likes.
the point.
You know what he's getting at. Ain't
think
no
no-
black person just about to call him Poppy.
I don't think, though, if a woman calls you daddy, it means she has daddy issues.
I think so. That's weird.
That is.
You're in bed and you screaming out, "Daddy!"
so does that mean Beyonce has daddy issues?
Oh, probably. I don't like Beyonce.
Oh.
She does have daddy issues, actually.
Michael.
I-
Michael.
What?
Matthew.
Where is this
I
going?
forgot his name for a second.
We were all confused.
I was like, who's Michael Knowles?
Yeah.
That's one of Matthew's love children.
More than likely. Anyways, let me wrap this up. So, guys, pretty much, if you decide to hook up with somebody, just don't say nobody name because it's obvious what your mind is on, and it's not on the peen that's inside of you at the moment. So, yeah, that's this week in Somebody Line. It's Charity E.
Pretty sure that was a better way to say that. I just feel like it was strong.
Strategic. I
Strong
like
was the
that.
wrong word. I shouldn't use strong.
yeah.
You know what?
I love this. High five.
Get the bad W up next. VTRS.
Only on the Vincent Tucker Show.
Coming up right after the song, I got the latest and greatest for you in the entertainment news world with the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Now it's time for the good.
Chris Brown, a.k.a. C Breezy, famously dated Karrueche Tran on and off from 2010 to 2015. The two have had a very rocky breakup, with Karrueche filing paperwork for a restraining order against the singer last year. Now, while it's entirely possible that Breezy's recent comment about Karrueche and her new boyfriend is shade, it looks as though he may have turned a new leaf and is actually congratulating the two. Breezy commented on a picture at the Shade Room posted up NFL wideout Victor Cruz and Karrueche Tran as they walked around West Hollywood. They look, quote unquote, really good together, wrote Chris Brown before adding a praying emoji in a separate comment. It's unclear if Chris and Karrueche are on better terms, but from the looks of it, the Heartbreak on a Full Moon singer may be trying to patch up their friendship. For right now, we'll assume he's genuinely happy for his ex-happiness.
Now, it's time for the bad.
The 8th season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta started recently, and one of the biggest storylines is Kurt Frost learning that he is indeed the father of Jasmine Washington's baby. Fan favorite Tommy Lee is still in the mix, and Jessica Dime got upgraded to main cast member. Another big focus of this season is Erica Mena's return to the franchise to replace Jocelyn Hernandez, who, depending on who you ask, either quit or got fired. Interestingly enough, it appears that none of these details are helping the ratings. In fact, the season 8 premiere of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta drew 2.2 million viewers, which is 1 million viewers shorter from the season 7 premiere. Now, while 2.2 million viewers is still a strong sign of viewership, the 1 million drop-off from season 7 is pretty significant. So has the Atlanta spinoff lost its appeal? Or will the show remain supreme in the Love and Hip Hop franchise?
Now, it's time for the ugly.
We're starting to think that Cardi B may need to rethink this whole engagement thing, as more and more drama involving Offset has been sprouting up ever since he put a ring on it. Now check this out. Offset has now found himself embroiled in a bit of a maybe baby mama drama when he responded to allegations brought on by an Instagram model by the name of Selena Powell, who claims to have given birth to Offset's 4th child. The rapper and Powell exchanged few words on Twitter as she decided to post screenshots of the moments that led to the creation of newborn, while Offset continued to deny even knowing who she is. Naturally, with Offset being engaged to Cardi B, who herself is rumored to be carrying his child, made things a little more complicated. Cardi, who was not one to shy away from publicizing her thoughts, alluded to the situation on Twitter when she tweeted out, "People are so miserable that they'd rather believe a lie just to talk about something." She added to the tweet, "You will soon know," in a reference we hope is geared towards her forthcoming debut album. Selena clapped back with some more receipts before saying she'll see Offset in Denver on April 19th for him to take a DNA test. How ugly it's gonna be if we find out Offset is indeed the father of Selena's baby. That's your good, the bad, and the ugly, right here on the VTRS.
Playing today's best music. Playing today's best music.
Take that booty. Can I lay on them booty? Mike Tyson on the booty. Copyright that booty.
Can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus?
If they're trying to party with the queen, they gon' have to sign a non-disclosure. I took the top off the Maybach. I took the top off the Maybach.
You're listening to the Vincent Tucker Radio Show.
iHeartRadio does something no other app or website can do. Thousands of live radio stations you can take anywhere. Want to listen to that station in Denver, but you're in Philly? No problem. In Atlanta and you miss LA? No problem. Plus, iHeartRadio lets you create your own custom artist station. DJ Khaled, and this is iHeartRadio. Just type in the artist you love, and iHeartRadio creates a station just for you with their biggest hits, all commercial free. Free radio and unlimited music, all in one app. iHeartRadio.
Bring it back, Mr. Heartbreak.
Dude named Noah from Chicago.
Chi-Town.
I just found out my girl has chlamydia. She told me to get tested. I have an appointment tomorrow to see if I have it. Right now, I think I have, quote unquote, chlamydia sore throat. That can't be a real thing. It is?
How do you know?
Charity.
Because I study.
Okay.
Don't assume the
That was the question I was going to ask. Was that a real thing?
I read, Negro.
Okay,
like, you can get oral
Educate
STDs.
yourself.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Good point. Okay. She told me she got it back in September. She took antibiotics, but it reappeared sometime recent. do you think she was messing around?
How can, it doesn't just reappear?
It does not just reappear.
No. If she didn't get it from you, she got it from somebody else, bro.
Because you don't, like, antibiotics either worked or they didn't. You either finish the antibiotics and you're good.
Which most people don't.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta take them right.
Or you didn't finish them.
So did she cheat again, or she just stopped taking antibiotics?
She cheated again.
She cheated again.
Okay.
The antibiotics are like 10 days. Like, that's not, no.
You gotta take them
But
antibiotics
that's good
as
that she
directed.
told him. Like, that was nice of her.
That's because she didn't want to get it back after she got herself clean.
So just not, let's forget about the cheating. If they're
Right.
cheating without a condom.
Right.
Here's my problem. Like, you type this message, like, you obviously knew she was cheating.
Yeah. Otherwise, you wouldn't ask the question. And I'm sorry to be so blunt, but yes, she cheated on you. You need to resolve that within your relationship about the fact that you have a problem with her cheating on you and giving you an STD.
I mean, forget about the fact talking about resolving a relationship. You just need to lead this relationship.
It does sound like she's a little
reckless, bro.
Yeah.
And why is she cheating multiple times? And hopefully it's the same guy.
I mean, it sounds like the same guy if she got it again. He probably didn't finish taking his antibiotics.
Did he even take any antibiotics? Does he even know he had it?
That means they all, that's a lot of,
Swimming in a
that's a
bacteria
lot
pool.
of bacteria being shared.
Chlamydia of the throat. So what was he doing, Ramon, since he reads so much to get...
Or what are these symptoms?
Yeah. So I've never heard of that.
So I'm going to assume you do know how this works, don't you, Charity?
Oh, gosh.
So what's the advice that we're giving them to leave? Oh, girl,
leave.
Take your pills and leave.
Well, first
of all, go to your doctor's appointment
and get an official diagnosis. I don't. It sound like you went to WebMD
and you got strep throat.
That's why I didn't think chlamydia sore throat was a real thing. So but apparently it is. So go get an official diagnosis. You know, he sound like a WebMD guy. He was on WebMD.
I think so.
The chlamydia sore throat.
I swear I never heard this before.
So, like, when you take the medicine...
Does that mean it hurts when you drink?
Right. I've never heard this before.
Does medicine go everywhere? Because if he's got it in his throat, he probably has it, you know.
Your body tells it where to go.
I need to read. I don't believe in this. I have to read about this. I've never heard of chlamydia sore throat.
What are the symptoms?
Wait, but then I don't want this stuff popping up.
That means he was.
I'll look it up.
That means that she did what she did.
Look,
and then she let him go down.
This is the reason why.
So he's munching on.
Yeah, this is the reason why you have to stop telling people that oral sex is not sex, because you can still get STDs through oral sex.
It's also possible to get
gonorrhea and all that.
So this is real.
Well, no, that was totally somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't want to Google it on my phone.
You can also get gonorrhea.
Well, it does say it's possible to carry the bacteria in your throat and not know it. So my thing is, how does he know?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right, because which chlamydia does she have? Does she have the throat too? Because
maybe they got it from
stop
kissing.
kissing.
Maybe she just kissed somebody, and that's how she got it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No.
Is that it don't work like that?
Somebody lying was laughing.
Wow.
So I think we all agree you need to leave.
Your girl's trash, bro.
Go to the doctor, get a diagnosis. Because like Ramon said, this could just be strep throat. And then leave.
I mean, I still think you need to have a conversation with her. You probably
What
should.
kind of conversation? It's over?
I mean, no, we had this discussion last week. Like, cheating does not mean the relationship is over, but cheating and sharing STDs with me might mean the relationship is over. Okay.
Ain't no might about it.
I'm just saying, like, you need to have a conversation with her.
You absolutely have no respect for me.
I mean, but at this point too, like, you have the upper hand. So you may want to stretch that out for a little bit and then break up with her. Right.
I got symptoms from.
Like get some dinner.
What's his name?
Noah.
Noah.
Get some go out to a couple dinners or something. You know.
We got official symptoms.
Noah,
What are
can
symptoms?
you please let us know if you have a low grade fever and swollen lymph nodes? Then that means you probably have.
What are lymph nodes?
It's in your throat.
Yeah. This part, it's all swollen. But that's also signs of strep.
Like the flu. And,
everything.
Yeah.
His food got stripped up.
Tucker Show.
Pick up the tempo, see Breezy. VTRS, your main man, Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. And before I get up out of here, I've long argued that if 21 little kids dying in a mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary didn't get gun control, that it would never happen. But after seeing the kids at Stony Douglas High School in Florida putting in work full steam, especially with the National School Walkout Days and the March of Our Lives event in D.C. recently, I see now there's a chance that better gun control and gun reform could possibly happen. But the real fight begins when the cameras pack up and they aren't around as much. It's what's done after that makes the real difference. So keep the fight alive because, as they're saying, enough is enough. VTRSonline.com is the website. VTRS Online is the URL on all our social sites. And go ahead and visit me personally at IamHeartbreak.com. For the crew, it's Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. See y'all on the other side. Every episode of the award-winning Vincent Tucker Radio Show is produced by Aaron Channel. Executively produced by Aaron Channel, Arkina Dansberg, Cornelius Johnson, and Vincent Heartbreak Tucker. Launched in December 2007, the VTRS is a CWC Entertainment Group LLC production.